Alright, for our third video, we are converting inches to centimeters. So, I know the first thing I do is write 15 inches because that's how much it equals before the problem even starts. So now I need to go inches to centimeters. And I do have an inch to centimeter on my table. So I know I'm going to put 1 inch. And it says 2.54. So, when you multiply this, it's just like multiplying a decimal. I am going to work this out because we do have some difficulties with multiplying decimals. So the first thing we do when we're multiplying a decimal is we ignore the decimal point. You know we're going to put the larger number on top. So when we ignore the decimal points, 254 is going to be the bigger number. So it goes on top. And now we're ready to multiply. 4 times 5 is 20. Carry the 2. 5 times 5 is 25. Plus 2 more is 27. Carry the 2. 5 times 2 is 10. Plus 2 more is 12. Put down the 0. 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 2 is 2. And then we're adding. We get 0, 11, carry the 1, 7, 8, 3. So we get 38, 10. Now, we have to count decimal points. There's nothing behind our decimal point here, but there are 2. 1, 2. So we start in the back. Here's the back. We hop 2 spaces to the left. 1, 2. And this is where our decimal point goes. So we get 38.10 inches. I'm sorry, centimeters. Because the inches canceled out. And that's our answer over 1, which would just become 38.10 centimeters. Alright, now let's go down to our bottom example. We have inches to yards. This is going to be one of our multiple step problems because we can't go from inches to yards in our heads. There's several calculators out there that will automatically convert it, but for you, you have to be able to work it out on your paper. So we have 15 inches. And so we're going to go inches to feet and then feet to yards. So there are 12 inches and 1 foot, and in 3 feet there's 1 yard. And I just got these numbers from our table. So I'll give you a second to look at this, and this table should be glued into your journal to help you with your homework each night. So now our inches cancel, our feet cancel. We multiply across the top and we get 15 yards. We go to the bottom. 12 times 3. 12 times 3 is 36. But now we have to simplify. So we have 15 over 36 yards. Now, if you wanted to put this into decimal form, of course you can, but for this week, I would just be looking for a fraction. So, this is not simplified, but we have to play the rules. 10 won't work because they're both not divisible by 0, or they both don't end in a 0. 5 doesn't work because they both don't end in a 5 or a 0. 2 doesn't work because both of them are not even numbers. So 3, though, would work. So when we do that, we get 5 over 12 yards. And then the 10, 5, 2, 3, 7 rule cannot simplify this anymore. So our answer is 5/12 of a yard. Sometimes you have to do 1 step. Sometimes you have to do 2 steps. Sometimes you have to do a lot more steps than that. So make sure you take your time to use the table up here to help you with your homework. If you are doing a converting your homework, the only difference is there's a 3 there, so that means you'd have to put a 3 there, a 3 there, a 3 there, and then that would end up being a cube. So that's why I didn't break it down for you based on the volume, because you need to make conversions of measurements whether we're doing volume or not doing volume. The only difference is the cubes. If we are doing area, then it would be squared. So we'll practice some more in class, and if you have questions, don't be afraid to ask them. Have a great night.